If you're an entrepreneur right now, you're living smack in the middle of the AI age. And it's a weird feeling, right? On one hand, it promises the world, but on the other, it kind of feels like it could take everything away. So the big question is, how do you harness this incredible power without losing the very soul of your business? Well, that's exactly what we're going to figure out.
I love this quote. It hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It's not about being afraid of the machine. It's about teaching it to work for you. And that right there is the huge mindset shift we need to make. We've got to stop seeing AI as this big, scary threat and start seeing it as a partner, a really, really powerful partner. This is a story about mastery. And believe me, it's a story you can write for your own business too.
All right, so before we can get to mastery, we have to get real about the situation. We need to unpack this huge paradox that, let's be honest, everyone is struggling with right now. This gap between the incredible promise of AI and the often challenging reality. I mean, you see it everywhere, right? The hype is just off the charts. Every leader, every headline is screaming about how AI is the key to massive explosive growth. But then there's the reality. And for a lot of folks, the reality on the ground looks totally different. Investments are falling flat, and all this disruption seems to be causing more pain than actual gain. It's just a really confusing time to be running a business. And look, the cost here isn't just about the money. Yeah, failed investments sting, for sure. But the number one concern? It's something way more personal. It's the mental toll, it's the burnout. This is that losing your soul part we talked about. That constant pressure to keep up, that nagging fear of being replaced. Man, it takes a very, very real human toll. Okay, enough doom and gloom, right? Let's switch gears and get practical. How can you, yes, you, actually use AI to your advantage without needing a giant budget? We're talking about your low-cost AI toolkit, and it's all built on one single crucial idea. Use AI to augment your creativity, not replace it. So we've got a roadmap for you. We've broken it all down into 4 really powerful steps to get you started. First, we're going to supercharge your content. Then we'll automate what I like to call customer joy. After that, we'll personalize your marketing. And maybe most important of all, we're going to talk about how to reclaim your time. You ready? Let's dig in. All right, step 1, content. And let's be super clear. This is not about just hitting a button and letting some robot write your blog posts. No way. Think of it more like a collaboration. You can use AI to blast through writer's block, spit out a dozen different headlines in seconds, or whip up some first draft visuals. But at the end of the day, you, with your expertise and your unique voice, you're the one providing the final creative direction. You're the editor-in-chief here, not just a bystander. Okay, next up, customer service. I know what a lot of people fear, that AI is going to make customer service cold and impersonal. But what if it could do the exact opposite? Think about it. You can use an AI chatbot to handle all those simple round-the-clock questions. The what are your hours or where's my order kind of stuff. And that frees you up to personally handle the more complex, nuanced, relationship-building conversations. See the difference? We're automating tasks, not relationships. Now, this next one, this is an absolute game changer, especially for smaller businesses. For years, this kind of hyper-personalized marketing was something only the giant corporations with huge data teams could even dream up. But now, AI can analyze customer data for you and help you deliver messages that feel super personal and relevant. It's literally the difference between just shouting into a crowd and actually having a meaningful one-on-one conversation with a customer. And that brings us to the most valuable resource any of us have, our time. Just think about it for a second. All those hours you burn on administrative junk, scheduling meetings, summarizing those ridiculously long documents, trying to organize files, AI can do that stuff now. And this isn't just about being a little more efficient. This is about literally buying back the hours you need to actually think, to create, and to lead your business. So there you have it. That's the practical toolkit. But here's the thing. You can have the best tools in the world, and they'll be totally useless if you don't have the right mindset. Because true mastery, it isn't really about the technology. It's about the person using it. It's about winning the inner game. So I want you to ask yourself this, and be honest. Is your technology working for you, or are you working for it? It is so easy to become a slave to our tools, right? You're just constantly checking, tweaking, reacting. Mastery means you are in the driver's seat. The technology serves your goals, your vision, your well-being. It should never, ever be the other way around. And when we lose that control, that's when the risks get really real. Relying too much on this stuff can lead straight to creative burnout, to feeling totally isolated, and get this, it can even cause our own core skills to just wither away. These are those deep-seated fears a lot of us have about AI, and you know what? They're totally valid. So, what do we do? What's the answer? Your first instinct might be to just unplug, right? Use less tech. But the real answer is actually kind of counterintuitive. It's not about less technology. It's about more human discipline. Okay, so what does discipline even look like in practice? Well, it really boils down to three key things. First, you got to commit to learning, and I mean really understanding how your AI tools work, what they're amazing at, and just as important, what their limitations are. Second, you have to be mindful about how you use them. Set clear, hard boundaries between what AI does and what you, the human, do, that essential creative work. And finally, continuous growth. You have to use the time that AI saves you to learn completely new skills, not just to do the old stuff a little faster. All right, let's pull all these threads together now and look ahead to the future. And yes, it's a future that's going to be absolutely powered by AI. But, and this is the big but, it's a future where the ultimate competitive advantage isn't the software or the code, it's the human being who's using it. Look, if you only remember one thing from our time together today, please let it be this. AI is a tool. It's not a replacement. Technology is always going to change. There will always be a new, shiny tool. But the things that don't change, your discipline, your creativity, your unique vision, your mindset, that is what wins. Not just today, but always. When you strip everything else away, it all comes down to one single number, 1. And that one is you. You're the strategist, you're the visionary, you are the living, breathing soul of your business. Yeah, AI is an incredibly powerful lever, but you're the one pulling it. The fear around all this stuff is real, I get it, but the potential is just so much greater. The tool is here, it's in your hands, right now, and it's more accessible than it has ever been before. So there's really only one question left, the only one that truly matters. Now, what will you build with it?